Minecraft, the tournament, Chapter 3, An Open Mind. Spring break is only a few short weeks away. If I'm going to be ready for whatever the tournament is cooking, I need to ramp up my playing. Every day after soccer practice, I knock out homework and do my part to keep the garden club spreads alive. Then I head straight home. No chit-chat, no pit stops. Quick hugs from my granny if he's home. I makes a sandwich up the stairs, door closed. Lock into whatever the tournament might have in store for me. Scoring game forums gives me a ton of fresh ideas. I tinker with the redstone and music blocks for an in-game concert. I recreate Behind Wiley painting with flowers. Make it a skyscraper full of villagers. There's so many different ways to go. I need to be ready for anything. My friends hit me up about going to hang out, catching new movies, or hitting up a party. Most of them game too, and I hate making more and more excuses to hang back. After spring break, I say, parents need me at the house. Too much going on right now. Of course, I carve out time for Drew when she's not working or at the studio. We play some nights, but she's always practicing her lecture voice with me, like she's a stand-in mom and dad. Relax, take a break. Make sure you hydrate today. It's hard to remember. She's wired so much different than me. No one questioned that she's serious about the tournament, but I'd never know if she weren't my sister. Dree's the type who would nap through an earthquake. Granny always gets a piece of my day whenever she wants, especially after hearing she's not doing so well. She likes to talking at Mary Ellen Pleasant Park in our neighborhood. She brings out oats and lettuce for the cranky old mallard that patrols the pond near the Ramada. The friends Granny has made since staying with us can't always go with her. How do you young kids say it? She asked one day. Gotta stop every once in a while. Touch grass. Yeah, I nod, keeping my head on a swivel. Our next door neighbors are walking too, and they always let their giant golden retriever, Buddy, fly off his leash. I can hear him barking on the other side of the park, but this tournament will let me help folks hit by floods, just like you. Oh, is that a fact? Yes, it's important. A very nice organization, she offers. I might even get my house restored, if the math is mathing, but I'm going to take a lot more than them to smart the weather. And besides, what if you don't win? How are you going to help folks? I don't have a great answer. The internship is the best thing for me. My parents keep hinting that I need to do something besides play soccer and game. For your future, Jet, so you can stand out, Jet. And Mr. A, the Environmental Stewardship Agency, would definitely help with that. The whole thing's simple as a crafting recipe, right? 3 people plus 1 leather equals a book. 1 recommendation plus 1 tournament equals internship or something. I refuse to even think about what happens if I don't get it. Not gonna happen. That night, I can't stop thinking about my granny's talk. Outsmart the weather. That's exactly what I need to do. What good is sharpening my playing skills? I doubt the Southwest Regional Tech Fair is inviting scrubs to the tournament. Everyone will be there, excellent at some part of Minecraft. If the key was about being the fastest, why wouldn't they at least post some all-time stats or play thought through? So the tournament is about something else entirely. Intangibles, like Coach Schwartz says. What are they again? Effort, attitude, teamwork. Some others, too, I kind of forgot. I go back and reread my acceptance letter. Your Minecraft gameplay footage was impressive, and we were absolutely blown away by your essay about gamifying neighborhood cleanup events. The selection committee found it quite thought-provoking. They barely say anything about my skills in the game itself. Maybe that's what I'm missing? Outsmart the weather by digging up old forecasts. Kids from past years must have gotten to love their Minecraft skills. If I can dig up a handful, just a few minutes of spilled tea will be worth more than all of my speedruns put together. I'll at least have an idea of whether I'm running in the right direction. So I back off the game itself and hunt through my favorite live streamers and content creators, sifting messages and forums for clues about the tournament. It is rough. I find my first one, finally, right before bedtime after 2 days of no hits. The the is a the A is Obsidian 438, a gamer who makes these massive murals out of lava. The work is amazing. Huge scenes that swallow up mountainsides or stretch across plains, so you need to get almost cloud level to really appreciate it. My favorites are a marching band made of zombies and a creeper with a spacesuit on. A soaring obsidian cliff makes it the creeper's background, and the twinkling stars behind it are actually trap blazes. Hundreds of them. I can't remember the last time I've seen anything so cool or so challenging to create. I'm annoyed for them too. Obsidian's page barely has any hits. Why is that? If it were up to me, this would be a pinned post on every tournament in social media. The only reason I found it was because of Obsidian's reply to a comment thinking the tournament for inspiration. If the tournament is a creative one, I'm lucky to have Dre as my partner. I smash the like button for Obsidian 438 and bite my lip, thinking through how to word my DM. Hi, sorry for the random DM, but where are you in the SRTF tournament? I got in this year, and I was hoping for a pro tip or two. Thanks for the help. Short and sweet. I looked it over and hit send. Barely a few minutes go by before Obsidian replies back. Yes, that was a shot in the dark, and it actually works. Hey, Gratz, it's nothing like you can imagine. Biggest advice. Go with an open mind. Oh, you can talk to... One sec. They drop some usernames, which I quickly copy-paste before replying. Thanks, but what are we supposed to do? That would ruin the fun surprise. Good luck and have fun. Hopeful, but also not. I murmur. Surprise? What surprise? I don't like the sound of that one single bit. But I've got more people who can help me with some advice. The usernames include all different kinds of social media. I expect more of them to have content pages or stream, but hardly any of them are posting about Minecraft. Even Obsidian's amazing work is a few months old. Maybe they lost a tournament and quit playing. Not everybody replies to me, but the ones who say stuff like, best week of my life, or I made forever friends. Not a single one will spill more details. Whenever I tried to push, they just bomb me with Minecraft gifts until I take the hint. Tap at the door spins me round. Dad pokes in with a bowl of dirty rice from our favorite pageant takeout spot that's on his way home from work. The savor of it sets my mouth to my watering. Must be going good in here if you forgot to eat, he says, glancing at my screen. Research? Barely, I complain, accepting the dinner gratefully as I recap all the time I'm wasting. No one will tell me what I want to know. They may have signed NDAs, as he says, rubbing his chin. As the blank look on my face, he adds, not disclosure agreements. Helps keep secrets a secret, legally. Makes sense for something like this if they're trying to keep a low profile or making it harder for people to win the tournament. Oh, I finally got what he's talking about. So they could get in trouble for helping me? I mean, I doubt that for something like this. Y'all don't walk away with trade secrets or anything like that. At worst, You could forfeit prize funds if you spill. No wonder there's nothing about it online, I grumbled. If there aren't rules, they won't talk to me either. Don't let it bother you, Jet. Sounds like you're in for an incredible time. They probably just don't want to spoil it for you. Seriously, I forget I brought it up. One day before we're supposed to drive up to the resort where the tournament is taking place. It's finally feeling real. I got up all my clothes packed, toothpaste and toiletries lined up, double, and triple checked that I've got chargers and backup chargers for my phone, laptop, and handheld console. I'm wearing all my black J's, blue jeans, and a brand new black hoodie with the Enderman's purple pink eyes in the front. I'd wear this all the time if I could, but Drew already decided we're rocking matching outfits every day of the tournament. She's already bought them for us. I'm not mad about it at all. She's always helping me pick out clothes anyways. This year, the tournament is held at the Red Mountain Retreat, a locally owned jetway about an hour and a half drive from us, way up away from the city and snuggled into the mountains. Dree spent the last few days squealing about the rooms and the views and the nature trails around the retreat, which has me a little worried. To be honest, I hope she doesn't get distracted from what we're really up there for. I knock on her door. No response. When I knock again, there's a muffled groan. I open her door carefully, just a sliver so I can hear. Sis, on the phone? Jet. Dree sounds awful. I open the door wide. She's under her covers, forehead damp with sweat, still wearing her uniform from Sao Burrito. She swallows heavily and shoots me a miserable look. Must have been something I ate at work. Dad, come here, quick! I yell. Footstep pounds up the stairs. He bursts into the room. You're burning up, he murmurs, pressing a palm on her forehead. Granny bustles in beside him. You poor dear! I'll be fine. I just need to. Her eyes go wide. She staggers straight up and past us into the bathroom. I cringe at the sound of her heaving loudly. My dad and Granny share a look. Urgent care? He says quietly. Better safe than sorry. Keep an eye on your phones. I'll text when we know more. He bundles my sister out of the house so quickly I can barely think. What just happened? There's no possible way Trey is going to the tournament now, I say numbly. I feel terrible for her, with an extra side of guilt for being selfish. Your sister's tough and gotten through a whole lot worse than a tummy ache, Granny observed, but her smile doesn't hide the worry in her voice. Don't count yourselves out just yet. I spend the rest of the evening staring at my phone, waiting for an update from my dad. We only got one in the family group. Get one in the family group chat. More serious than we expected. Headed to the ER. All of the terrible things had to happen. I want to go over there, but Granny shakes her head when I suggest taking a ride share. We gotta make sure it's just a stomach thing, she says quietly. Gotta play things extra safe. With who knows what strain of COVID might be floating around here these days. Hard to argue with that. My eyelids droop, and I'm exhausted with worry. Not just for my sister, but all of us now, if Granny is right. Dree's got big competitions. All of her own coming up with her dance company. She can't afford to lose time. I faintly remember my granny murmuring some comforting words while I'm sprawled on the couch, but end up falling to sleep terrible dreams of blue olays chasing me across the Minecraft desert, dangling zombie meat over my head. A familiar rumble of Dad's Explorer joins me right off the couch. It's completely dark outside. I stand up as Dad carries Dree through the garage door and straight up the stairs in both arms, like she's a little kid. She's half asleep. I follow and wait outside her room. Granny joins me in the hall, hiding a yawn behind her fist. She emerges, dark circles under her eyes. Well, no overnight, she says. Just a stomach bug like we first thought. Doctor said rest and broth while she's taking these meds. Granny exhales deeply. Thank goodness. But I'm sorry, Jet. She's in no shape to drive, let alone play in the tournament. I look down, trying to hide my disappointment. It's okay. I'm just glad she's all right. Listen, though. We might be able to figure something out. It's too late to ask my friends, I mumble. I've checked. Michael and Nerva are the only ones who play, and they've already got plans for spring break. Besides, neither of them are half as good as Minecraft as Dree is. That's why I can go to her place. I go in her place. I blink. Granny looks at him in surprise. That is, if you can keep an eye on her for us, Dad asks. Piper's cutting her New York trip short, but she still won't be back for 2 days. Of course I'll do my part to help out, Granny says, rubbing her hands together. Home Remedy will have her fixed up in no time. You awful quiet, Jet, Dad says. I'm just surprised, also relieved, nervous, and I'm guilty for feeling that way. This is great, really. I mean, it's been a minute. Not since my big promotion at work, he agrees. Now even Granny tilts her head. You mean the one 3 years ago, son? I don't know, this isn't quite according to plan, he admits, especially at how much you plan together. But there is nothing in the rules about who your partners is, only that you have one. At least I'll still get to go instead of missing out completely, right? Besides, yeah, with a quiet laugh, I'm in the one who showed you Minecraft, remember? I still got skills. My last memory of playing together is kind of foggy, but I had something to do with a baby runaway hoglin, a lava lake, and a whole lot of adult words over a lost netherite armor set. I know you do, Dad. Thanks for doing this. I hope it works. I feel we share a quick hug before he hustles me off to bed. I don't feel great about this new plan at all, but there's really no other choice.